Nepal has the highest mountains of Earth and also an abundance of natural resources, mainly water. The country's northern border is lined by mountains which are also the source of thousands of rivers that support livelihoods downstream. The natural and cultural diversity of the country attract tourists from all over the world.
पहिरो आज हवाउँदो त्यो पानी आउँदा बित्तिकै डङडङ गर्ने हामी बच्चा सुमालेर खिलखिल खिल्दै मरियो भनेर भित्र पसेर हामी ढोका लाएर एकपल्ट त्यो परताको हुट पनि यहाँ माथिको पनि ल्याएर यो गोडमा टुन्नी घरको मध्य ताल पर्यो पानी अनि बच्चा टुकेर खिलाउँदै बस्यौं भित्र अब मरे पनि मरियो भनेर.
Nepal is also a country where there still are hundreds of people who, like Reoli Nepali, do not have enough water to get on with their daily lives. There used to be a drinking water system nearby, but an early autumn flood washed it away 3 years ago. Since then, these villagers have been sharing water with other villagers and have to wait until others have taken their turns.
झगडा पनि कति भइसक्यो भनेर त्यहाँ हाम्रो धारो भनन् के हामी कुम्जुरीबाट अडी राखे हुन्छौं सबैले भरेर लास्टै पछाडी बल्ल भन्न हामी पाउँदा हौं त्यसका लागि बेले हामीले गुडन गरेको.
The flood occurred in October and caused widespread damage. It also destroyed the water spout that the villagers had been using for generations. With the system damaged, their choices were to take what other villagers let them have, or trek for 3 hours to the Karnali River to fetch water. Such unseasonal floods result from extreme weather events caused by the changing climate. Even though Nepal is not a major contributor to global warming, it has begun to witness the impacts of the changing climate. Villagers across Nepal have been trying to cope with the impact and adapt to the changes. In Roa village, it has left many families without a reliable supply of drinking water.
यो अब यो जीवन धस्कन लाग्यो हामी कहाँ जाने बसाइ सर हामी गर्न कम मिल्दैन हामी यही हाम्रो तल तराईतिर गए पनि हाम्रो धुन चाहियो धुन छैन यो बसाइ सर अब कसो गरी उन्ता हान्ने भनिकन मान्छे कुरो पनि गर्छ हुनु त्यसै कुरो गरेर हुँदैन पुग्ने नाइ पुर्याउने कोही नाइ भन्छन् के हाम्रो मान्छे.
The government of Nepal estimates that 1.9 million people are extremely vulnerable to climate change impacts. Nepal is ranked as one of the most vulnerable countries in terms of the impacts of climate change. The impacts of warming are already evident in the glacial melt and the receding snow lines. Further, many regions in Nepal have been experiencing extreme climate-induced events such as heavy rains, floods and landslides. Such events scour the fragile ecosystems and make cultivation impossible, forcing many people deeper into poverty. High poverty, combined with increasing pressure on natural resources and extreme climate-induced events, make up a deadly mix that causes increased hardships on local communities. The Local Adaptation Plan for Action, or LAPA, is an instrument for implementing the National Adaptation Programme of Action, or NAPA. The LAPA, now being implemented in Nepal, is helping lessen the impacts of climate-induced changes on local populations. At present, 70 local adaptation programs are being implemented in 14 districts of the mid and far western regions. These districts have been identified as most vulnerable to climate change impacts. The LAPAs are implemented by local government bodies through communities, government agencies, and also as partnerships with non-governmental organizations. The Ministries of Science, Technology and Environment and Federal Affairs and Local Development oversee the projects. The LAPA focuses on adaptation through integrated management of agriculture, water, forests and biodiversity. Almost 80% of LAPA funds are spent locally. In some places, the LAPA has helped to restore irrigation systems.
कृषि उत्पादन चिजहरु हामी सहयोग अनुसार हामी जे पनि गर्न सक्छौं. अहिले गहूँ फल्ने जौ फल्नेमा पनि हामीले धान रोपाई गरेर छोडौँला भन्ने हाम्रो आशा हो.
सिँचाइपछि अब फाइदा अब पछाडि विशेष होला ज भन्ने आशा लाग्छ र
बाउबाजेले जस्तो अब उही बिमारै नछर्ने अलि परिवर्तन हुने भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ अब हाम्रो चाहिँ त्यो गरी सोचभरि भइरहेछ
It is also supporting the establishment of forest and high-value herb nurseries and plantations.
हामीले यो जंगल जग्गा पनि हामीलाई सुख हुन्छ हामीले यसैमा स्याउला सोर्छौं मल गर्दाखेरि यो रुखकै स्याउला चाहिन्छ खाना खाँदाखेरि यो रुखै चाहिन्छ काटै चाहिन्छ बुनै चाहिन्छ बुन्न भएर हामी बाँड्न सक्दैनौँ सर
The program is also assisting villagers to raise goats and sheep, which is an important source of proteins and incomes in the mountains.
यही मालपाखर बेच्नेको त्यो गुम्बडीतिर लिँदै अनि बादिया भातबाट गुम्बडीतिर लिने अनि त्यो बेच्ने अनि पैसा गर्ने अनि चामल खाने अनि टालो लाउने उपाय हाम्रो त्यही मात्र हो सर
In the plains, the program is supporting improvements in agriculture, which has meant implementing interventions to resist the impacts of the changing climate.
मकै अब पाकिसकेपछि धान हुन्छ सर त्यसमा चाहिँ धान काटेर सर लाही छर्ने तोरी सरिसकेपछि अनि फेरि चाहिँ 3 बाली हुन सक्छ मसुरो तोरी र मकै
Nepal is the first country in the world that is implementing the local level adaptations programs. Therefore, what is being done in the Nepali mountains, hills and plains is expected to result in models that could be replicable in other countries. UK Aid and the European Union support the LAPA.